Hi Cancers, it's Leonora. Welcome to Soul Searching Tarot. Thank you for coming back. For those who haven't subscribed, please do so. I always love for these messages to go through to the collectives that really need to hear it. That's important to me. Also, if you're looking for a miniature love read, guess what? I have them. I do them in between your readings, tarot, Cancers. I do it in between your general tarot card reads. This happens to be your general tarot card read. So I'm going to be using my Wildwood Tarot, and I'm going to clarify with the Game of Thrones, okay? So just FYI, I do little miniature love reads in between your reading, and this is just your general. I guess let's get started, Cancers. I hope everyone's doing well. Wish you blessings, love, abundance, healing. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We have the Three of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, and Eight of Swords. Are you going backwards on me, Cancer? I feel like you're going backwards on me. And I don't know, that could pertain to anything, you know, growth, I guess. It's the only thing that comes to mind at the moment. Personal growth. Healing. When I see the Three of Wands, it definitely, so funny because when I saw I have Eight of Wands. What do I have here? Sorry, I have Eight of Pentacles. This is my Eight of Swords, and this is my Eight of Pentacles. Get it straight, Leonore. You have to forgive me. Mercury retrograde is kicking my ass. Yeah, so when I saw these two eights together, it reminded me of the infinity sign. However, they were in the reverse. So I'm looking at the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands was not in the reverse. But there is a serpent that intertwines on his robe. So funny because it reminds me of the eight again. And so I'm looking at two serpents intertwining, and it's exactly what I just said. Someone here is needs personal healing, personal growth, needs to deal with their wounds, their inner wounds, emotionally, not financially, emotionally, spiritually. I see blood. I don't know why I see splattered. Thank you, Leonore. Splattered blood. I don't know why that image came to me. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be gruesome, but it just did. Okay, moving on, Leonore. Yeah, so when I see the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Stones together, well, I mean, I sense someone running away from interesting. I sense someone running away from their problems. Now, do we all run away from our problems? Yeah, in some shape, form, or another, right? And some of us drink our problems away. Some of us are promiscuous. Some of us just literally pout. And we cry our eyes out until the day is over or until the sun comes up. I don't know. You would know that more than me, Cancers. And no tea, no shade. I mean, you know, water signs are very emotional people. We feel emotions deeper than anyone else. And so when we get in that mode of feeling our emotions, getting, you know, being one with our emotions and our feelings, we really become one with our feelings. That is not a joke. And I say, you know, I don't have Cancer placements as far as personality, but if you want to take it far, I have Saturn in Cancer. I don't have to go any further. If you know anything about astrology, yeah, I'm okay. I made it through so far. All right. Yes, with the Eight of Stones, I mean, it was also in the reverse, and so Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, with all these three cards, I just sense backward movement. With my Three of Wands, it's healing. Let's clarify it. All right, so I have the Judgment, and I have my Nine of Cups and my King of Cups. Okay. Okay, what's going on up in here? Something about winter. Winter, snowflakes. Snowflakes. All right, let's get to the nitty-gritty here. I don't know if something happened during the winter months, my darling Cancers. I don't sense it was a good fucking time. That's for sure. Emotionally, specifically emotionally. Fuck. Sorry, I don't mean to curse. I just feel the energy. I mean, with the Nine of Cups in the reverse, obviously just means unhappiness. You know, some of you probably did hit the bottle. Yeah. You know, and I don't mean to laugh. I mean, I've been there and done that. It does not go away. And you know, I'm not talking to everybody. Obviously, no, you know, there's people that deal with their emotions some other way, you know. Scorpio stands out to me a lot, especially with my Judgment card here, because Pluto rules Scorpio. So it's very prominent, if that means anything to you. It doesn't have to be. What happened in the winter, my lovely Cancers? I don't know. I'm like, and this is past. I don't even want to say this is like, oh, you know, maybe in the winter, this winter, but maybe so. Maybe if you know, if you had a not so great winter this past winter, 2019, 2020. I sense it more, you know, in the past winter season than I do the future, the upcoming one. However, it could be both. And maybe for some small group of you, it could be the one coming up. It sounds to me that you got tired of something, or someone, or both. Jesus. God, I don't want to go into this energy, Spirit. I can't go into this energy. I'm so sorry. Let's just move on. So I have, I'm sorry. This is the Hangman. It's a Neptune energy. You know, it reminds me of a lot of a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Specifically Cancer and Pisces. Spices. Specifically Cancer and Pisces. Okay. Yeah, it looks like you've held a lot in. So what was in my reverse? Page of Wands was in the reverse. So my Hangman or my Hangwoman, it is a Virgo energy, if that means anything to you. But I just see lots of, oh my God, what is that called? Personal reflection, inner reflection. God, I hope I'm saying that right. You know, just going within. I mean, the Hangman is about going within and just stepping away from society. I just can't. I'm sorry. Um, there's death. There's death all around me. And I really just want to turn up the camera and just reshuffle. I really, really do, but I can't because I'll be defying my guides and not sending a message, especially if it needs to be heard. And so all I have to say to just keep on with the reading, because it's affecting me. All I have to say is, if you feel that someone wants to commit suicide, if you know someone is threatened to commit suicide, if you just get an inkling that they are not who they used to be, there is a lifeline, suicide prevention lifeline. I will leave it in my description box. I'm sorry, let me just take a drink of water. All right, let's clarify. So I have the Nine of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Three of Wands. Three of Wands again. This is a different energy. I do sense a commitment, a relationship. However, you see how both their backs are turned to each other. Not really towards each other, but in the image, both their backs are turned. You know, one is looking at the horizon in the sky, the other one is looking at the horizon in the water. Somebody may have air in their chart. Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, if that means anything. It doesn't have to be. And it's like you're waiting on something. It's either something to I don't know, Cancer, what you're waiting for. With my nun. I'm so sorry. Here I was making fun of your pouting and emotional breakdown. That's what I get for making fun of Pisces emotions and feelings. Oh my God. Okay. Get it together. Okay. So yes, it's a different energy. There is a commitment here. I sense right now, whoever you're with, if it's vice versa, it's vice versa. I don't know. I do sense that, you know, there's a rift in the relationship. There's time for contemplation. That's the word I was looking for, contemplation. And this could be happening between the both of you. I do sense love. However, if you're doubting that this person does not love you, absolutely, they do. They do. And you know, when I see my Nine of Pentacles, it wasn't the reverse, but I sense commitment. You know what I mean? I don't sense a breakup. I sense that you're still together. Okay. All right. Let's just move on to the last spread. All right, last spread. So we have here the Four of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. All right. So, yeah, I mean, let's see. You know, I just want to let you know, you know, if I don't know who I'm talking to. I feel like it's a small group of you. I don't feel like this is, yeah, I don't know who I'm talking to. Anyway, what I do sense is that you have a lot of support. a lot of people that love you. My Four Swords was in the reverse. And I don't know if you know this, or you don't want to see it, or you feel like you didn't earn that type of love from someone. All right, I'm gonna fucking get deep. I don't like to get personal, but sometimes I have to, and that's okay with me. I said that my Saturn was in Cancer. Sometimes I'll tell, my chart for whatever reason, especially if I'm doing a specific zodiac sign reading. So I'm doing new Cancer, and the only Cancer placement I have in my chart is in Saturn. Saturn's return. When I was younger, all I wanted to do is just end my life. I don't know where this sadness came from. God, if you said to me, all you have to do is, exercise, take a pill, and stuff like that, I would do it. I would do it. And you know what? For a little bit, it did make me feel better. Even being in a relationship made me feel better. But then I would again, like, reverse, go backwards. And I would get into this depression. And now that I'm into astrology and I'm a little older, I realize that half of it does have to do with your fucking birth chart. It's not a joke. To have Saturn in Cancer means we're talking about the planet of death and karma, the planet of suicide, the planet of financial gains, the planet of lessons learned, the planet of taking things away and people away from you. With my Cancer, Cancer is what Cancer represents: love, unity, family, comfort, just taking care of the family. All those things were taken away from me. Little by little, they were taken away from me. No matter how much I tried, even if I gave it 101%, even if I had goals, it didn't matter. Saturn will take that fucking shit from me, and I will go into oblivion of sadness, depression, drinking. Anyway, long story short, I was suicidal. I went to therapy. I went to a hospital. It wasn't easy to have postpartum depression on top of depression, and so I snapped out of it. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I do struggle with it. I know why. But I'm more mature. I know that I have family that love me. I know that I have friends that love me. I know that there's so much waiting for me in this world. The world is freaking beautiful. It's beautiful. Nature, just being by the sea, flowers blooming, just the little things in life, Cancer, this whole fucking read is about somebody. This whole read has to do with someone that that's in the brink of insanity, a mental breakdown, to put it mildly. People that are suicidal, you won't even fucking know. People that threaten their life are less suicidal than people that don't say shit. I just want to let you know that's what the spread told me, is that you have a lot of love. Not only a lot of love to give, but love coming towards your way constantly. Support, friends, family. And people that think this way always think the opposite. They're like, no, nobody loves me. Or they feel like they're a fucking failure. To themselves, to their family, to their friends, whatever. Last Last spread. Alright, so I'm clarifying. My last spread, I have Knight of Wands with my Five of Pentacles. So to me, this is a little upbeat. You know, yes, they were both in the reverse. But it's a little bit more upbeat. God, my last spread was a little bit more upbeat. There is someone waiting for you. You could look at that in any fucking way. I don't know. You could look at it in a 5D realm. You could look at it in a 3D realm. You could look at it as your ancestors. You could look at it as a love relationship. I don't know who's fucking waiting for you, but it's somebody. It's someone. It's not something. It's someone. It's like they're expecting you. And so maybe the winter is significant when I first saw it in the first spread, because I did sense something coming. And I also sensed something happened. All right, I'm going to end it here. I'm sorry, Cancers. I didn't really... Listen, when I pick up energy like this, it's crazy. It doesn't help that I keep seeing the death card at the bottom of the deck. It just doesn't. It was just been in my face, and every time I'm like, no, it can't be. I keep looking at the death card. Then I have King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck of my Game of Thrones. It was in the reverse. You know, I mean, I don't want to say it, but I sense there's financial issues going on, and it could be a cause of somebody being very depressed, as well as fights, or just, you know, being let go. I know that we're living in terrible times. I know. Take it from somebody like me who's been through hell and back. Not once, not twice, at least 3-4 times. I've been through hell and back. You name it. I was there. Okay? I was there. And I, you know, I have a lot of scorpionic energies in my chart and by my birth chart placements. Scorpios live a hard life, man. They do. But the one good quality about Scorpio is that we die, we're reborn, and we transform. And that's metaphorically, obviously, but that's what we have to do. We have to shed the old to get into the new, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I wanted to say something else, but I forgot what it was. Yeah. But, you know, Cancers, I honestly see something great happening for you. And I mostly feel that it's, oh, I know, now I know what I want to say. But I mostly feel that it is a person. It is a person. And if it's not a person, it's an ancestor, a guide, talking to you from the other side. The 5D realm. Okay? They're talking to you. They're guiding you. Which makes sense why I saw the King of Pentacles too. I mean, I sense more of a person coming towards you. And I think honestly for the majority of you, it has to do with when you get into that inner thought, that death that I was talking about, that death and transformation of that scorpionic energy. I saw it here too. Judgment. You have Scorpio energy all over your chart. King of Cups. And so, and that doesn't have to mean anything, but, you know, it's the energy, okay? But I was going to say something about the globe that we live in, the world that we live in now. And I know it's hard times, and Saturn's return is a motherfucker. You're the polar opposite of Capricorn. And I just did a Capricorn reading, and they were going through dark times, but I mean, that's expected. Every time I do a Capricorn read, it's something dark. And but you are the polar opposite. You are the 7th natural house. So that's me telling you my Saturn is in Capricorn, like my Saturn's in Cancer, my Capricorn's in Cancer. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. Saturn rules Capricorn. Now, you have to let go of the past. There is no ifs, ands, or buts, my love. I'm sorry, but the world that you used to know has ceased to exist. You think it's going to get fucking better? Listen, I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer, but the more you prepare yourself mentally and emotionally, the more you're liable to just go with the flow. It's like someone is preparing you to go to, into surgery, and you made, arrangements to go into surgery for, I don't know, a bad knee. You know what I mean? But you psychologically are prepared, have been preparing to go into surgery to repair your bad knee, So when you know that psychologically, you're like, okay, I'm going to be put to sleep, and, when I wake up, my knee is going to feel a little better. And then there are times where we unexpectedly find ourselves in hospitals. God forbid, maybe a car accident, broken arm, and out of nowhere this happens. You're not psychologically prepared for this shit, let alone the pain or the hospital bill that comes after that. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. All right, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry about all of this. I cannot refuse a message from my guides. It goes against the grain for me. All right, love you, Cancers. Bye.